Hey.
Oh yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh yeah, we're back.
We're back, baby.
You thought you had The Last of Us,
Yeah, and you might have wished you did.
but we're back.
I had a friend tell me at the dog park today that I need to be like more positive. He's like he's actually like a school counselor,
Oh, okay.
so I'm trying to work on it.
What were you being negative?
I was like, yeah, I think since I knew he was a therapist, I started like just being too open about things. It was one of those weird like self-fulfilling prophecies or whatever it's called.
Mm.
And I started being like, yeah, I just regret so much time passed. I could have been spent like doing other things instead of whatever I was doing that kind of put me behind in life. And he was like, well, you can also see it like, it's made you who you are today. And I'm like, I don't like who I am today. That's kind of why I'm venting. Um,
Oh man.
kind of wish I was rich and famous today. Not at this dog park. Yeah, it's good. It was
Yeah, I kind of
good.
wish I wasn't talking to you right now, but
Sometimes you just want to vent, like you don't always need to hear the, oh, but you never thought about this. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you just want someone to
just,
say, "Yeah, that's right,
yeah,
absolutely."
you just want to bitch. But I also get like the side where someone, because I've been in the other shoes where someone's constantly bitching to you, and then you want to like get them to stop doing that. So then you start. Maybe I don't feel like I vented to him very much though. To be fair, I've only met him like 2 or 3 times, so there's that too.
Oh yeah.
But I
What's a
imagine as a counselor, it's hard to get out of the counselor mode. So
probably. I
yeah,
mean, maybe they're always in it.
yeah, you can't really leave work at work in a job like that.
Yeah, you know how sometimes people will tell you too much. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, someone at work told me too much,
Oh,
and I was like, okay,
I'm
I
usually
gotta go.
guilty of that. What do they tell you?
He just like I don't know. We were talking like this is like the first time I really talked to this guy, and he was telling me like his girlfriend is like mad at him for uh like I don't even remember now, but it was like I was like, come on, like I don't even
Hmm.
know that. Like it was something
Did
really
you
it
know him
got
really well?
no, no. This
Oh,
was this was like the first time we were really talking, and he was like telling me
weird.
all this like really personal stuff, and I was like,
Yeah,
okay, I gotta go.
yeah.
Yeah, so that's kind of maybe that's what you're.
It's not a coworker though, right? Because you're kind of driving
No,
around by yourself, like most of the time,
no,
right?
it was just someone in a store,
Yeah, yeah.
um,
we
someone who works at a store.
should partner with Whole Foods so we can give people promo codes to go there to our podcast. Cucks for Christ.
For Christ, promo code.
Uh, yeah,
Yeah, I don't think they
cuck
do any
promo
kind
code
of.
cucks.
Dude, I am hitting up so many Whole Foods workers. I have a little enclave of Whole Foods workers that I'm
That's pretty cool.
friends with or trying to get friends with or trying to date.
Oh, that's
So,
cool.
you know,
You
I
got
have
you
my
got
list.
prospects. You
I
got
got
some irons in the
prospects.
fire, as they say.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think
And
that was
they're
like from sword making? You'd put like irons in the fire.
yeah,
Like,
it's
what
a
is that?
blacksmithing term.
Okay,
You got irons in the fire.
we've kept that one for a while, haven't we?
Yeah, we have. Certainly have. Not a lot of blacksmiths. They really got their language in.
Speaking, we were talking about Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones before. I'm surprised that phrase didn't come up more in those books. Putting them irons in the fire
You know,
could have
it's a
been
shame.
appropriate.
Would have been really appropriate.
I'm trying to think of where you could have stuck that phrase in the movies.
Um,
When on the third day, look to the east. No, you can't really fit it in
no.
there. No, doesn't go
Um,
well.
no, they really weren't ever prepared for
They didn't
anything.
really have their irons in the fire. Yeah, they were kind of
No.
just.
Maybe you could say with the fellowship. I don't know. Like
Yeah.
we got no, but
No.
no,
It's
that
almost
doesn't
not
make
worth
sense.
thinking about at this point.
Yeah, it kind of sucks.
Uh, but you were talking to that one girl, right? Like, is that going well?
Oh yeah. So
Oh, nice.
um I was like, I saw her yesterday, I think. Yeah, yesterday. I was like, hey, how's it going? Look, I was like, oh, did you get your hair done? She's like, yeah. I'm like, oh yeah, that's bonus points right there.
Nice.
When you notice something.
Yes. Yes.
Um,
Huge.
yeah, huge bonus points. So we were talking and she's like, I really want to go out with you, but right now we're just so busy. But maybe in December. And I'm like, yeah, that's fine. She's like, oh,
Yeah.
really? I'm like, yeah, it's okay. Like, it doesn't have to be today.
No,
I'm
you
in
should
no
have pressed
rush.
her, been like, no, we're going out today.
I'll follow you home. Where do you go?
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
like you're Jason Bourne and you're like, you look tired today.
Yeah.
Have you seen that? You have seen that movie, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Young
Um,
Landy.
so that prospect is going well.
That's great, man.
And that's, maybe she's just saying that too to put me off. I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to navigate those terrains. So
Hard
best
to
to keep them
judge.
irons in the fire until something shakes out.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If December comes and she's like, no, you know what? Maybe January. We'll be like, okay, see you later.
Yeah. If she just keeps doing the old 1 month, 30 business day put off, yeah.
The old 30 business day put off.
Might
30
be
business days is a
might be
long
tough.
time.
It's quite a while. It's quite a while.
6 weeks.
That was our lead time out of a plant I worked out of. 30 business days.
Really?
Yeah, they've lost all their business.
Oh my gosh.
Except for like 5 customers they've chosen to maintain, but that's neither here nor there.
Wow.
Yep. Good times.
Sucks. Um, I was speaking of places closing down. We weren't talking about places closing down, but whatever.
Whatever.
I was listening to a podcast and they were interviewing a guy from the town nearby, the city nearby me, Yonkers, and he owned a nightclub there. And I'm like, oh shoot, I should check it out. And I did, and it's permanently closed. Like, dang.
Is it far from you? Did you have to drive
like
a ways out?
5 minutes.
Oh, closed down permanently.
Yeah, sucks.
That's a bummer.
Yeah. It's like,
I feel
oh
like there's
man.
a lot of places closing down, man. I was looking for a half price bookstore in Houston, and 2 of them that are near me are permanently closed.
Pandy Wandy.
And then there was a place called Quarter Off Books, and it was open from like 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. every day. I'm like, looks like they're about to be in the same boat.
Yeah. 2 to 4
Oh.
p.m. Jeez.
Yeah, it was some weird hours like that.
It's like there's like a bar in across the street that's open on like Tuesdays and Thursdays from 4 to 8 or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's the point?
Yeah.
Why even be open if you're going to be open for like 4 days?
It's like enough time for their happy hour if you can make that. A
Yeah.
lot of the happy hours in Houston end at like 6. So it's pretty tough to make their happy hours here. Like,
Really?
they definitely, because most jobs end at 5. And if you have to hop on I-10 to get home, like, that's about an hour drive, unless you're, really lucky.
Mhm.
So I usually, even though I don't live that far from work, like, I have to hop on I-10. So it's about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour to get home.
How long does it take when there's no traffic?
About 30 minutes, 20 minutes.
Shoot.
When I come home at like midnight from about the same area, it's a lot faster.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah, that sucks a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm lucky I don't have to deal with rush hour traffic.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I do, but
I'm surprised you don't, because where
I
you
don't.
located?
Well, I start really early in the
city,
morning.
though.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm outside the
shit.
city, but everyone commutes to the city. So there's
Truth.
always rush hour traffic. But when I start at 3 in the morning, I'm usually in a store during rush hour.
Right. You're busy.
So I'm not around it. But
That's
when I
nice.
get caught in it though, it does suck because it's like I just want to get to my next store,
And
finish the day.
is it like standstill traffic, or are you still moving
Yeah,
inches by inches?
it can be both. It
Yeah.
can be just volume, and then it can or it can move.
Yeah. Ours
Um,
kind of putzes along. Like I think you're always kind of moving. You might stop and start real quick, but
okay.
it feels like there's a flow to it, and everybody's trying to cut everybody off. I notice I get road rage a little bit. Like if somebody cuts me off, I'm like, oh, fuck this person. I want to, but I try to like control that emotion. I'm like, no, let's repress that, you know,
That's
because
good.
like this could end badly, right? Especially in a
Yeah.
high traffic thing. Like if I get road rage and like really just want to get in front of this person, like also to what end? Like, oh, now I'm ahead of them.
Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't matter
Okay,
that much at the
I
end of the day.
win.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, what did that really? But like,
Because
it
then you,
feels good to pass them and like flip them off as you're doing it. It feels really
oh yeah.
nice. Yeah, there's
I
something
don't know.
adrenaline rush you get from it. No, you don't
I
feel
mean, for
that.
me, no, but
Yeah.
I understand.
No,
But
I wish I was like that, man. Like I wish I was just like naturally indifferent and like just logical about things, but my emotions just I'm a neurotic person, so I get kind of like caught up in weird bullshit. I've
oh, okay.
noticed. Yeah. Not
Yeah,
good.
no. Road rage is not my thing.
No. But
I get.
everybody in Houston has it, dude.
Oh
Like
yeah,
if and as soon as they cut you off and then you speed ahead of them, oh, it's game time. Like they're trying to catch up to you. It's a whole thing, man. Like it can get there's been close calls I've had where I'm like, man, I really narrowly missed that car. Like
yeah.
I'm surprised many more wreck. Well, a shit ton of wreck. I think I-10 is like the most dangerous road in the country. It's a
Could
lot of
be.
fucking wrecks. Yeah,
And
especially in
and
Houston.
don't people have guns in their cars and stuff?
Yeah, pretty much everybody's armed here, so it's not a great place to have road rage if you're unarmed like myself. I don't do the. I think technically I don't even have to have a license to own to like have a car have a gun in my car anymore. I don't think I do. I think they just
Yeah,
made some new laws, right?
I don't think. Yeah, it feels like Texas would be the place where that's the
It's
thing.
crazy. We don't need a license, but you can't have a heartbeat if you're going to get an abortion.
Yeah,
Like they how did they weigh that? You
yeah. Like
know,
you can't. Like once you find out you're pregnant, it's already too late.
right? But you can kill someone for stepping on your lawn. It's just crazy.
It's a pro-life state. What can we say?
Yeah, a lot of that. Yeah, man, it's sad. Like I feel bad for my friends. Like I've already heard some horror stories from like friends who've either been pregnant or know someone who's pregnant where it's just a fucking nightmare to get your shit taken care of.
Really?
Yeah, man. It's sad. I'm like because I some part of me will always feel this sentiment of pro-lifeness where I'm like, oh, abortion bad, like just this Catholic guilt thing. But I'm
Yeah,
also like, who fucking cares? Like it's it's more we know it's more complicated than just the baby's life. Like it's not a born baby, otherwise it'd be pretty obviously a bad thing, but it's like it's more complicated than that when it's a pregnancy. Like it
yeah.
simply is. We can't deny that. Like um I just I just feel bad for women who like uh
Live in
the
Texas.
choice is made for them. The choice is made for
Yeah,
them at the end of the day.
yeah. That sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty shitty.
But hopefully it gets overturned. But I
Yeah.
don't know.
How's the Pandy Wandy like is it has it pretty much the same as it always has been?
Yeah, it's still like people still wear masks. I know that's probably not a thing down there.
No, it's not,
That's
dude. It's weird.
that's
It's
so
really
weird.
not. It's not at all a thing.
Yeah, everyone wears masks up here. Um, everywhere.
That's yeah. Sounds like y'all believe in it still, which is good. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we after that first spring where everyone died, we took it seriously.
Yeah. Yeah. We said fuck them.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think Keatsman was telling me that he HEB, our big chain of grocery stores down here, decided no masks are needed anymore. And like 4 days after that happened, Keatsman got sick.
Really?
And I was like, is it COVID? And he's like, well, I don't know if it's not COVID. I was like, I don't know what that means. Like, I'm not good at the double negatives, but I hope you get well soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Fuck that guy
Yeah.
though.
Love him, but also
Love
fuck
him,
him.
but yeah, fuck him.
There's no chance he's listening to this.
None.
So that's
Actually,
good.
none. Yes, that's true. If he, even
um,
if I told him, hey man, I brought you up, he'd be like, whatever. I'm not gonna
whatever. I
listen
don't
to it.
care. I don't need
Yeah,
to listen. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Piece of shit.
Yeah. So no, it's just mask wearing, and if you're in the city, you need to show vaccination status to get into most places.
Yeah.
But
I'm glad I've
otherwise,
kept my Vax card then.
oh yeah, well, New York made an app, so you can just show your app,
Oh, that's pretty cool.
and it has like a little QR code you can scan.
Something tells me Texas doesn't have that app.
Yeah, something tells me Texas wouldn't want to have that
Yeah.
app.
No, I don't think they do.
Man, your governor sucks.
Yeah, man. He's something.
At least we got rid of ours.
Yeah. What's old Cuomo up to these days?
He's probably touching girls still.
Yeah. Little pedo.
I don't know about pedo, but
You just said touching him. You didn't get it. Yeah.
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 I meant women, but
Oh.
because that's what he was into.
Sure.
Um,
Shout out Cuomo, man.
Shout out former Governor Cuomo, disgraced Governor Cuomo.
Now, if you had to pick like one person to die of COVID and you had to choose between him and Travis Scott. Tough choice. No, I'm kidding. I still like Travis Scott's music, so I'd keep him around.
Yeah. He's actually producing something.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
Governor Cuomo wrote a book about how he handled the pandemic so well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like how Trump is going to make his social media to kind of like image craft himself into a different person altogether. I can't wait for that.
Yeah, no, it's these egotistic people writing books about themselves, which is just, it's hilarious to me. But
where have we seen that before?
Well, the Bible.
I was going to go with Maciel's letters.
Oh.
Yeah, man, dude, I want to look up quotes from Time and Eternity.
You find it? Is it in the public domain?
I don't know. Let's see. Eternity. Is it written by him?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. Author of Christ is My Life.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah. Charity is the secret weapon Jesus Christ places in our hands, the only thing that can assure us a victory. The first one to use it will win. The first one to use it? What is this, Game of Thrones? Like,
it's a nuke.
That doesn't make any fucking, yeah, it's secret weapon. Dude, I remember that though. That was like a common theme in the Legion, was like things are weapons and we're soldier. Well, we were called legionaries, to be fair.
Yeah.
So that should have been a clue that we were going to be kind of violent.
Should have been a hint.
That's pretty cool.
All right, I need to open a window because it's getting really hot in here. Hold on.
Yeah. Let's see. The rest of it's just Maciel's news.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that I always hated Time and Eternity.
Yeah.
I hated all of it, but I still read it.
No, yeah, we all had to, right?
I think so. There wasn't anything else to read.
It's true, man. I want to find like quotes from us from Martial Maciel. I'm only finding.
Yeah, stick it in the butt.
I mean, I know there's got to be a lot of articles that are like positive in his favor, but I feel like the stuff that's going to pull up on Google right now is just going to be all the, the facts
The
about him.
negative.
The negative, yeah. Man, everybody's so negative, man.
All these haters.
If only they would just look at all the good he did. Like at least the Catholic Church can point to like some good stuff. It's really
Yeah.
tough when I look at the Legion, like to find the positive, because I'm like, what did they really offer the world? Like Catholicism at least has like Catholic Charities where they can point to like actual, like, okay, at least they're doing a food pantry and they're doing like, there's some missionaries who do stuff. Some of it's questionable, of course, but they can at least point to stuff. Like, what has the Legion really done that was like really, really good for the world? Like, there's schools, right? I guess they'd say, but yeah, it's something, I
Yeah.
suppose. Yeah, I guess something there. Yeah, man, I can't find any like quotes of his that are like good because I can't on the internet anymore. I'll tell them about Macio's triple life. How to
Yeah.
get a
I
loved one
can't find
out.
anything except for the charity one.
Yeah, isn't that weird? They're shutting him down.
First one to use it will win. What does that? I don't know.
The
Oh
Legion
well.
of Christ adopts new norms regarding founder Maciel.
Okay, this is boring.
It will no longer refer to the founder as Nuestro Padre. I remember when all this came out, actually.
Yeah, wasn't that funny?
Yeah. His birthday, baptismal day, and ordination are not to be celebrated, and it will be a day of prayer.
I celebrate his death day every year.
I remember the day we stopped celebrating, and I was actually kind of mad about that. I was like, "You're gonna take away from us the one of the you're gonna take a feast day away from us because of this." Like, no, fuck that. Like, we should be
Yeah.
getting hammered on his day of his death. Like, let's celebrate that he's gone.
Well, I'll remind you every year when it's his death day.
Thanks, man.
No problem.
Yeah, dude, we should always have the podcast on his death day
We should have a
and
special pod.
invite everybody on. Like, just bring it on. Everybody brings their beers and their drinks.
Let's see what day it is this year.
Yeah. Was it a Tuesday?
It's a Sunday.
Oh, yeah. Lord's Day and Death Day.
Cool. We'll have to set up something. So if you're listening, if you're one of the 12 people listening, you're invited to the Maciel Death Day Drinkathon.
Hell yeah, man. I get fucked up.
Gonna get fucked up.
Yeah, dude. Fucking Stuart and Jacob, man. Motherfuckers.
Well, Stuart's understandable because he's not.
Don't give him an out. No,
He's not. He's he's a guest.
That's true. That's very true.
Now I don't know where Jacob is. I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, that fool.
That fool. I pity the fool.
I pity the fool. Yeah.
He's probably doing something with his kids, or with his wife, spending time with them.
Yeah.
Not reading the group chat.
Yeah, probably not. And if he is, screw you, man.
We miss you.
Miss you a lot. Yeah. Dude, I'm craving ice cream so bad right now. Like, you have no idea. Or like a sweet thing. Like, it's so tough to give up, man. It's hard.
You're fiending for it.
Yeah, it's hard to like stay consistent with anything. Like, I've been doing better about like keeping my place clean, Mr. Cities, but I haven't been so good about like being consistent with my eating habits and exercise. Like, I seem to like it's whack-a-mole for me. Like, I'll get better at one and then one of the other ones falls out. Seems like
It's interesting.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's like let's get back to doing it all.
Mhm.
You know,
Let's get back to
taking
doing all
charge of
three.
that mental health. Yeah, let's take charge.
I was doing well with no sugar until I went to the pizza place and I saw they had a little root beer, and I was like, oh, you know what?
Treat yourself.
I haven't had root beer in a hot minute.
Yeah,
I do like it.
it's good. I'm just tired of being a little bit fat. Like I got this little double chin, and I got like this little pear shaped belly,
I know
and
what
I
you
just want
mean.
to like I just want to like
Lose
slim it
it.
up. You know, I want to lose that shit. I mean, and everybody's like, "Oh, you're not fat," and I'm like, I don't want to live in denial. Like
Yeah.
I'd rather accept. Okay, I have a little pudge. Let's trim down.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
would be
It's
nice to just have it like if I could go back to my body 10 years ago
yeah,
and just maintain it. That'd be pretty cool.
dude. Yeah, man. Oh, Stuart texted me. Let's see what he's saying. Hey, brother, I'm just off. Are you guys still on?
Oh,
For
hell
you,
yeah.
yes, babe. So, yeah, man, dude. It's for me. It's like trying to find exercise that I enjoy. But I don't really enjoy any of it.
Yeah. It does suck, doesn't it?
So, yeah, like I enjoy taking walks and hiking, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Like I don't
That's
really
the
like
same with
lifting
me.
weights.
I
Yeah,
like ice skating.
ice skating's fun.
I like skiing,
Skiing's amazing. Oh yeah,
but at the end of the day, how many times do I do that?
right. Skiing's expensive.
Yeah.
Skating's sometimes well, you can find a lake, I suppose, and do it for free. But
Not down there.
are you just gonna skate endlessly on a lake? Like what
We did. Do you
we
remember that?
did, but it
And
wasn't
I guess
endless. It was hockey. It was always a sport, right?
oh no, you never went
Did
skating
we
on
ever
the
just
lake?
skate for fun?
Yeah, we just went like across the lake
Huh.
on like a hike day.
That's pretty cool. Well, the hard thing about the lake, though, is you got all those bumps and grooves in the
Yeah,
ground.
it is
That was
actually
tough.
it was a tough skate.
Yeah, because sometimes you're literally like going over speed bumps.
Yeah.
Yeah,
At least I
let's do
think we
this.
skated on it.
He's gonna
I
make a
don't
drink first and pop on.
okay. Maybe we
Yeah, I
walked
think I
on
think
it.
you're right that we did. I think you're right. We never snowshoed, did we? That was never a
No,
thing. That would have been a pretty cool thing that they
that
could
would
have
have been
offered.
cool.
Because I mean, a lot of people did it over there.
Yeah.
Pretty popular.
Jesus, I can't believe how hot this room gets.
Still hot, huh?
I have the windows open and everything.
You just need to fuck your landlord. Be like, hey,
I need
if
to
I
tell him
fuck
again,
you,
like,
will you please
well,
stop?
because he's afraid of being
I don't
seen
know
as
why I think
cheap.
that would work. Sorry. Yeah.
So he doesn't want to come off as a cheap scumbag landlord.
Of course.
So he's turning on the heat too much. And it's like,
You can be a little cheap.
yeah, I was like, you really don't have to worry. It's not.
Treat us like we're in Cheshire and only turn it on for like Nuestro Padre.
Yeah. When there's a Mexican pedophile in my room, you can
Yeah,
turn it on
yeah.
then.
Then you could turn on the heat.
Because I'm just worried now because like I haven't had a girl over since the heat's been on.
Right.
And I'm worried that like the heat's gonna come on and be like, hold on a second, I gotta open the windows. And then
Yeah, you're already getting hot and heavy. You don't need extra
yeah,
heat in there. Yeah.
yeah.
And you don't really want to open a window while you're getting hot and heavy because it gets kind of noisy. And then it's like,
I don't care about that.
oh, okay. That's cool.
The neighbors can hear it. I
Yeah,
don't care.
fuck them.
Fuck
Yeah.
them. Well,
Fuck 'em.
I would fuck them.
Are there some?
No,
Oh,
kidding.
not one neighbor, not one hot neighbor.
No, they're all men.
Yeah. Fair
Well,
enough.
the two guys who live in the other apartment are men.
Ah,
My roommate's a man.
for me, that might be more of a reason to do it.
Yeah,
You
but they're college age.
Did I tell you I had a decent gay experience the other day? I think I
Oh
did.
yeah,
Yeah, it was decent. It was
it
all
was
just kind of
decent.
handy stuff.
Oh okay.
I was like in my head, I'm like, oh, I'm so straight right now. I'm jerking this guy off.
If you don't look him in the eye, it's still straight.
Yeah, yeah. It's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm proud of you.
Well, it was what it was.
Wow.
And then like the next day we were at a gay bar and I was like hitting on this girl. And then he was mad that I brought her home and not him. So my bisexual lifestyle is really really getting away from
Wow.
me. It's getting a little intense.
Drama.
Yeah, man. And to be honest with you, like gay guys are the most like tough sometimes. Like my friends, my gay guy friends, because like if I go out somewhere and they see on my story that I'm having fun somewhere, they're like, "Where was the invite?"
Yeah.
They're like, "Bitch, where was it? Why didn't you call me?" Like, listen here, you little twink. Like,
Yeah.
let me live my life.
Listen here, you
Also,
fucking.
I'll fuck you later.
Yeah.
It's like,
I would have had some choice words.
yeah. Listen here, you
That's
little
funny.
otter. I can do what I want.
Yeah, no, that's it's tough, man. Having a because like men are so easy to find.
So easy. Oh, every guy I swipe right on Tinder's is a hit.
Is a match.
Yeah, it's terrible.
It's terrible.
Like, can y'all be a little picky so I know it's real? Like, Jesus.
Yeah.
Because you message any of them and you get no response. That's the difference. And then you message the one girl in a million that does swipe right on you and you can talk immediately. That's what's to me, that's what's interesting about it.
Yeah, no, men are flaky.
Yeah, like the conversations just die out with men so quickly because they're talking to 18 other dudes at the same time. Because it's just what we do.
But I feel like women are doing that too.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
I don't know how they keep their attention.
I'm just not like so hot that I'm going to be one of the girls that like 18 girls are trying to talk to. Because I feel like there's the top echelon of Tinder where like the hottest guys are and they probably get a lot of the matches or something.
Yeah.
And then,
guys who are 6'4".
Yeah, 6'4", rocking abs. They work, they're lawyers. I read an interesting statistic. I read that 63% of women would not date a bisexual male. And
interesting.
Which is interesting because 63% of women also say that sexuality is fluid. So that goes to show that they've had sexual experiences with women, which kind of goes to show that women, they'll say that women can experience an array of sexuality, they still hold on to the belief that men are either gay or straight.
Interesting.
So, yeah, it is interesting that it is what it is. So I'm pretty open about my sexuality, and so maybe that's one reason that things don't, because I've had girls be like, "Oh, I think you're really just gay." And so I'm like, "Well, why don't you come home and we'll see how gay I am?" Like,
yeah, that doesn't work.
Like, it doesn't work at all. Never. Oh, my boy. Yeah.
He's connecting to audio. Hold on.
I like this.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, yeah. How you doing, Stu?
I'm doing good.
Hey, you got the little taint tickler growing out. I love it.
Yeah, man. It was it was actually for Halloween. I did a little bit of Rust Cole from
Nice.
True Detective.
Fuck yeah, man. You look like him. I can see it.
But since it's grown out a little bit, but yes.
Fuck yeah, dude. What are you drinking?
A little a riff on like a whiskey sour. I got some JMO, lemon juice, agave.
Oh,
Shake
delicious.
Put down my trachea.
Nice.
Ooh. Is that part of the esophagus? I forget my anatomy.
I don't know. I think it's like here.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, a little larynx, I think, is down there too. What else is in there? There's tongue, all kinds of shit going on.
It's wild.
Yeah, man.
Wait, where are you guys at in the podcast?
We 30 minutes in.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm in it. I thought I missed it.
Yeah, no.
Nah, babe, you're here,
you're
man.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we started at 10, it would have been almost over, but
yeah, because I guess I didn't know, like, you're on Eastern time, obviously.
Yeah. Wait, where are you?
Central time. I'm in Kansas City.
Okay, yeah. Oh,
Can I find your Halloween pictures on Instagram? Wait,
I don't think there were any pictures. There were.
I don't think so.
There were multiple other things that were going on, which Or impostable, publicly at least.
Understandable. Understandable.
Yeah.
How are you guys? What's the theme of the podcast so far?
We talked a little bit about time and eternity.
We did, yeah.
The book or
Yes.
actual time?
No, the book and how awful it was.
Ah, yes, the Sierra Calabasa going on there.
Yes.
We talked about how love is or charity is the ultimate weapon. And the
Naturally.
first to use it will win, whatever that means.
That's one of his quotes.
We're not
Yeah.
we're not quite sure.
That's a
Was that
Maciel quote. Sorry,
You
what?
heard-
I just said, was that a line from it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Charity,
Charity
a
is our
secret
greatest weapon.
Jesus Christ places in our hands. The only thing that can assure us of victory. The first one to use it will win. Which doesn't make sense because
It
it's
got
not like,
real like what's that? Hunger Gamesy at the end. I volunteer.
Yeah. I volunteered for tribute to be the most charitable. I'm like, I don't know if that's a good thing.
Yeah, like charity sounds like a great thing, but then when you put it like that,
But then there was,
a little
I
scary.
guess like right now, I think that where we're at, like there's so much more of an aspect. Like I get the aspect of being generous and being charitable, but at the same time, you're like, there is a balance between putting yourself first, which I don't think that we got, you know, where it's okay to put yourself first and I guess not even like a caveat of like in the most humble of ways, because that's how we've been trained, you know. But it's like it's okay to just do your fucking shit and not like you're not in charge of anybody else. Yes, you want to be generous and it's okay to go out of your way, but you know, if you're, I don't know, it's
it's a balance, right? Like for sure.
but not to think that, but for so long we were living for others.
Yeah.
And then you forget about yourself, which is like, you know, you can't give what you don't have, and even to their point ish, you know, but
it kind of devalues the self if you're like putting other people before yourself, because then you're saying, well, I'm not worthy of anything, right? Like you're kind of saying like I'm worthless, they're worth everything. But if all souls are weighted equally, that's why I always thought that book To Save 1,000 Souls was like poorly titled, because like why do you got to put a number on it? Like what are we doing here? Like I don't know.
It was actually funny when it finally got to me. This is years later, but within that, I remember when I'd be flying home back and forth from like Icus or Cheshire, and when we'd fly home and they do the fucking like the passenger thing when they go through the booklet and like the oxygen masks drop down and you're like, okay, put it on yourself first and then on others. And I was like, when I was in it, I was like, why put it on me? Don't we want to save somebody else? But it's the same point. Like, if you can't fucking make sure you can breathe, how the fuck can you help other people?
Yeah.
You know, and I was like, really? You're just gonna put it on yourself and not the women and children?
You selfish bitch.
Yeah.
Horrible. You deserve to die.
Yeah. Yeah.
So true, man.
And realistically, how many people could you put it on before you pass out?
Yeah.
But so there's an interesting little tidbit that I found out maybe 2 weeks ago about Maciel, that one of the covers he would use when he was with these women was that he was an ex-CIA agent. I don't know if you heard that one before.
Believable as fuck.
But I think that could roll for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Which is so funny. Like, oh yeah, no, I was in the CIA.
But if you were in the CIA, you would not tell people you were in the CIA.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. Or I mean, I guess if you were retired, you could.
Yeah.
But just what a funny man.
It's hard to look at pictures of old Father Maciel, like his older self, and be like, XCA agent. I could see
Yep.
it.
He looks like a
Hard to see
toad.
that. Yeah. Yeah, he looks like an ex like Subway employee, honestly. Like
He's been proofing that bread for too long.
Unleavened might it be.
Yeah, he was a big fan of the flatbreads.
Yeah. He'll give you all 12 inches.
You don't know how many times I heard jokes about 6 inches and 12 inches when I was working at Subway.
You work there?
Yeah.
Oh, now I feel like an asshole for making that an example.
Yeah.
I believe you were an XCI agent. Don't worry, James.
Thank you.
I believe it in a heartbeat.
I feel it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna open my window a little bit more because it's really hot in here. Hold on.
It's been the ongoing battle.
Wait, Spencer or James, you can still hear me, I think. What does your
Yeah.
shirt say? Drink more what? Plants. Okay.
Hell yeah.
That just says drink more if I sit here.
Yeah, literally, that's all I've seen was like drink more. I'm like, oh, I love that shirt. Where'd you get it?
Yeah. Yeah, no, this is a work shirt. It's one of our brands. It's a plant drink.
Wait, did you start a new job?
No.
What's that,
No,
Spencer? That was you. Or you're
I'm
going-
starting a new one December 1st.
Oh, you
Okay.
got the position?
Yeah, I'll be in like doing customer service stuff for Ford at Philips.
Congrats.
So. Thanks, man.
Totally new outlet. Like you were doing oil before.
I'll
correct?
still be doing oil. I'll be selling oil, but I'll be like doing the customer service side of it. So just like managing their orders and stuff. And it'll be much more like, you know, less thinking about things and more just kind of like doing stuff. And since I'm trying to be more of a writer these days, I figure it'd be good too, because I can just be kind of like mulling over some plot point while I'm just mindlessly taking care of an order.
Yeah,
we'll see.
there is kind of something about a mindless job where you can do it not just like lackadaisically, but you can do it
Right.
well, but also at the same time, like you don't have to put your heart into it.
Yeah,
Mm.
exactly.
You'll get the same amount done, but it's that balance of life, you know.
In sales, you're kind of putting your heart into it because you're trying to like build relationships with customers and you're thinking about like how to meet their needs, but also increase your profits. And there's a lot more thought that goes into it. So I'm curious how this new role will be for me. So we'll see.
And
More money
so-
for sure, which is cool.
Good. So what
Yeah.
are you writing? Would it be new stand-up? Would it be maybe novels, getting into narrative? What are you feeling?
Well,
You
right
gave me
now,
more time to write what?
yeah, I'm working on like a fantasy world, but I've kind of put that on pause because I realized I don't know like the basic elements of story very well. Like I haven't written enough. So right now I'm writing a bunch of short stories and then I'm doing comedy as well. So I'm performing comedy about once a week. Like I'll either go do the 3-minute mics or I'll do the 5-minute mics on Monday. So I'm just kind of like getting my feet wet with comedy.
I'm
That's
glad
kinda-
you're sticking with that, man. Has that been like beneficial to you between being like an outlet or just like something that you do truly enjoy?
It's definitely been both. Like it feels like an outlet for my psycho mind and also like something I love doing because like you're just up there and you're hopefully relating to people and making them laugh about. I think that's the best thing about comedy is that something that people treat really seriously or get really in their heads about, you can totally make them see it differently and come away laughing about the fact that they even thought that was a big deal. To me, that's like the medicine that you offer. It feels like therapy, group therapy almost.
It's interesting.
Yeah. So
Who are some of the comedians that you look up to or who you like to watch or listen to or try to emulate?
I love Louis C.K. I do. I love him. He's so funny. George Carlin, Robin Williams.
Robert Williams.
Yeah, Robert
Williams, yes.
Oh yes.
Good old Bobby.
And I also like some of the newer ones like Trevor Wallace and Michael Blaustein and Chris DiStefano.
Mm-hmm.
Those are kind of my boys.
Have you seen any comics come through your area in Houston that you've gone to see at least?
I went to San Antonio to see Mark Normand. Not, no, it was a while ago. And then I go to regular shows here, obviously with the local comics. But I'm trying to think if I've seen any other big names. I was trying to see Tom Segura, but for some reason that fell through. I'd love to see him though. He's fun. How
Yeah.
about you? Have you been seeing any recently? Or Kansas
Actually,
City gets some big names once in a while.
we do. I mean, it's funny because I mean, I used to work at a comedy club back in the day, so we would see, Christina P. and her husband
Yeah,
would come by like weekly just to fucking hang.
yeah, yeah.
Great, you guys want some fucking chicken wings and pasta? Um, or yeah, I think. But I recently did go see in September was Bill Burr live,
Oh,
which was
Nice.
fucking great, man.
is he
It-
good in like those small settings too, where it's like not rocking a huge stadium, or was he in a big stadium when you went?
This one was an outdoor stadium. It was called Starlight here in
Oh, okay.
KC. It was like an outdoor, sold out. I mean, it
Oh,
was fucking
wow.
fun, but it was just like you want to go see Bill Burr, you're gonna get classic Bill Burr. Like, shitting
Angry
on
at the world.
yeah, angry at the world, shitting on everybody, nobody's safe. And
Yeah,
I think that that's great.
it's so much fun.
He was wonderful. But yeah, actually fucking hilarious. Trevor Wallace, right? That
Yeah,
YouTube dude, but also comedian. He would stop in and just kind of hang at the comedy club in LA. He was just
yeah.
kind of he'd perform a little bit or pop in real quick, but he was great dude, great dude.
Dude, he's so interesting to me. He's like so chill, but also so high energy at the same time. Yeah, he's interesting to me.
Is his stand up good?
Yeah, I've seen clips of it.
Yeah,
That's
I've
interesting.
I've only seen his YouTube page. Actually, I've never really I never attended his stand up.
Yeah, because I mean
Yeah,
his YouTube stuff is really good.
Yeah.
I
his
think.
Instagram story has his clips that he does on stage, so you can kind of get a sense of his comedy too. I do prefer his YouTube stuff over his comedy, to be honest. But he also has the Stiff Socks podcast with Michael Blostein, which is really funny. Those two together are just high energy. The Chrissy Chaos podcast interviews both of them, and you almost can't understand what's happening because they're all talking over each other because they're all the same person, just like super like it's crazy. So
That's funny.
mhm.
Oh, good. My radiator just turned off. So
Ooh.
James, you were thinking of, oh, that's nice. You were thinking of doing some comedy too, right?
yeah, I thought about it. I have to get my material ready.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
he would be wonderful.
He would,
He would
right?
be wonderful. Very
Yeah.
good and like a good like in the realm of observational comedy, one of the best.
Yeah, I could easily see that too.
Yeah, I'm
I
working
think
on it, but
that's the beautiful thing about it, where or at least for some of the comedians that I love, is that it's like those little things that kind of whisper by you. Oh, did you get it?
yeah, I got it.
Okay, like it's some of that observational comedy where you think you're very alone, and then this comedian like says something, and they're like, holy shit, I just fucking experienced that the other day, or something very human. Like you don't have
Yes.
to go out of your way to be like, yeah, so what's the deal with cell phones? Yeah. Like it's something that's so particularly human, something that we all think, and something that you might feel quote unquote alone about, or like some weird thing that you experienced, and they bring it up and you're like, hey, that's actually pretty fucking funny, and I can laugh
Yeah.
at myself, you know
Did
like
you
I
ever try stand up, Stuart? Did you ever give it a
no, besides Kings, I mean, I thought about it, to be honest. I thought about it. I was like, man, should I go into clown school?
That'd be cool.
Or stand up or things like that. I've thought about it, but no, never. No, I'm not even getting on a stage,
Sure.
to the realm where you have gone. So I applaud you for that. I don't have as big pelotas, but or
Yeah.
never got the stage. But I feel
Yeah.
like a lot of that too is like, some of the people that I've heard just bomb. I think a lot of it is it's it's not even just some sort of crazy punchline and something super funny. It's relatability, it's universality, and it's how to tell a story.
Mm.
You know, how to actually tell a funny story. And it's not maybe just about a punchline or something like that, but you have reoccurring themes and you're saying things in a certain way. And, you know, even, you know, what do you call that? Not bodily comedy. What do you call that? Physical
Physical.
comedy.
Yeah.
You know, like that's something that I love, you know, like a good Chris Farley or, you know, just something that's gonna bring it in and make you laugh. Very like Kevin James, you know, you're slipping on a fucking banana peel. I mean, there's a reason why Looney Tunes will still stick, you know.
Yeah.
I'll still watch Roadrunner, you know, and Wile E.
Yeah.
Coyote, you know, late at night on HBO.
I think Ron White is also a good example of that because he doesn't he doesn't stand out to me for punchlines as much as just delivery and tone and relatability, and just the whole time he's talking you're just dying laughing because it's like everything he's saying is so particular and human, like you're saying, and relatable. So yeah, and he's also drinking whiskey and smoking. I mean, what more can you want?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Any man who could bring a fully lit cigar on stage and just talk all night deserves appreciation.
Exactly. It's like some old weathered dude, and I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, I want to listen to your stories about life.
Yeah.
I feel like you've gone through some shit.
Exactly.
Yeah, I gotta watch more Ron White.
Me too. He's great.
Who did I see live? I think I saw Russell Peters like 8-9 years ago.
Dude, I'm jealous.
He was pretty funny. Like I thought his stuff was kind of.
Who is he again, James?
He's the
Like,
Indian
is he
comedian.
an Indian dude? Yeah,
Yeah.
fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was on point the whole time. It was just so funny. Like he was interacting with the audience, and he was like, where are you from, sir? He's like, I know you're not American because of the way you're sitting. And he's like, he was from like Haiti or one of the islands. And he's like, okay, I'm gonna call you John, okay? And he's like, my name is John. And he's like,
He did some of the best crowd work because he's
he
so
does such good
international and
crowd work.
cultured,
Yeah.
and like, yeah, he's incredible.
Yeah, just really funny.
Yeah.
But
The only comedian I don't like for crowd work is Andrew Scholes, and a lot of people love him for that. But for me, he's too intense. Like, it's too in your face, and I feel like if he called me out for anything, I'd be like, oh god, like that's too much. Like, I don't want to be a part of this.
Personally.
Yeah. He's a hard hitting comic, that's for
Yeah.
sure.
I do enjoy his podcast.
Yes, he has a good podcast. Yeah.
But yeah, it's well, I'm not gonna rip my love him, but there seems to be more of like crowd work than material. And
That's true.
I mean, what is your take on that? I'm not a stand-up comedian, and I know that you're in it. What do you feel like that balance is? Kind of when the moment hits, it's a little bit of improv.
I haven't done crowd work, I'll be honest. I haven't ventured out to try that. For me, that's the next step for me.
You stick to your set pretty much.
For now, yes. For now, I want to venture out into there, but I want to do it in a way that's not so like where people are afraid. I don't want to cause that feeling as much. And some comics do crowd work in a way that's more just like picking fun in a teasing way, where it's not so like intense. Of course, if somebody heckles you, I say that's fair game. Go after them, make them feel like shit. They're heckling. I mean, I'm all for that. Like Bill Burr's rant in Philly, like 100% think he should have done that. I support him all the way. So
yeah.
But to me, that's the only time you should dig into the crowd, is if they're heckling. Like I'm like, other than that, I just want to tease them and like point out.
Or if they're not
funny things.
responsive, I think that's fine. Like if they're just not laughing at your jokes, you could be like, fuck you, this is funny.
But you see, I never like to blame the crowd if they're not laughing, right? Like that's just my take on it. Is like,
oh yeah,
because you want to like earn it.
Yeah, maybe, but yeah, that's a perspective too.
I don't know,
because it could be funny to just rib them.
Yeah, ribbed for my pleasure.
Right, right, exactly.
No, we should. We
Stuart,
should.
what you got in the pipeline, man? What do you got going on these days?
Um, yeah, just bartending at a country club. That's what I just came back from, which is great. Um, and I cut my hours down. At first, I was doing a bunch of doubles and doing 10 to 12 hours, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna get burned out real quick again.
Mhm.
So I cut my hours a bit, but want to stick around. It's a good spot. Love slinging drinks, and then on at weddings, I love getting my bridesmaids and groomsmen drunk for sure.
Yeah.
Um, and then other than that, the short film that I did, Shadows, I think I sent it to you.
Yes, you did.
Uh,
Yeah, it was
yeah,
great,
that's
man.
been, yeah, man, thank you. It's been moving. I've sent it to about maybe over 10 film festivals. So it's yet to get accepted into all of them, but I've at least sent it to be in consideration. And here in the States, Cannes, France, Berlin, Italy, Rome. Well, obviously Rome, Italy, but like one in Florence, things like that. But we've won a few awards already, and I'm actually invited to attend a film festival in Hollywood in December for the
Oh,
for the
cool.
That's
so
amazing, dude.
so yeah, it's been
Congrats.
pretty amazing. Thank you. But yeah, that's like the balance of being proactive and you know like just doing it yourself. In the second short film that I'm doing, we're editing right now, and then I've been writing a little bit, working on my first feature film, and yeah, just kind of getting that stuff going while I'm waiting to hear back from the two big auditions. So other than that, yeah, it's like it's going groovy, man. It's weird to be at peace with where I'm at, and kind of have that balance of because I think for so long it's been that weird aspect of moving around a lot, or the life that we used to live, and now it's like, look, I it's okay to have stability, and it was the stability versus settling, and
Right.
part of me didn't want to like settle like emotionally or like in my heart or in my life yet, but now leaning into stability, I'm like, actually, this is pretty fucking cool. Like
Yeah.
I can have a certain spot and do the thing that I want to do and not feel like I'm behind. Not and maybe sure there are a few benchmarks that I want to hit eventually in my life, but there's not a timetable. I don't feel behind anymore. Um, so I'm happy that Shadows and my short film Shadows has kind of a life of its own right now, and invited to Hollywood to do the thing, and I'll go. I'll look at flights soon, but and then just kind of still keep working at it, and you know uh network, all that good stuff, man.
Dude,
It's been really fulfilling.
that's awesome.
It's coming close. I mean, you feel that momentum, you feel all that stuff moving, and you're like, fuck, like I just, you know, um, you want to get to that point where it's more of a snowball effect. You want to fucking get over that hill to where it
Mhm.
kind of takes care of itself, you know.
Right.
But that could be, even for me. I mean, I think we're all the same age-ish, but maybe in a little bit, it's kind of I'm hugging 30 here real quick. I'm
Yeah.
turning 30 in January,
Yeah,
and
man.
it's just natural things of like I've talked to buddies. I mean, how old are you guys?
Thirty.
Are we right there? Are you 30?
Yeah.
Turning 30 in January also.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Ooh, two Capricorns?
Yeah, I'm
No,
a
I'm
cat.
Aquarius.
Oh,
Ah.
Aquarius,
Yes.
Aquarius.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I was talking to some buddies too, where I think it's more of like a societal thing, and a little bit of a social thing. I mean, you can tell us within your wide experience, Spencer, of being 30, but um, you know, there was an aspect. I was talking to one of my buddies, Matt Duncan, and we were chatting about. He's like, man, like turning 30 is almost like, he's like, it's almost more than fucking um like getting married and having a kid, because that's shit that you can fucking kind of plan for. But time always passes. Getting back into time and eternity. You know, like
See what
that's
you did
something
there.
that's something that's gonna happen without your fucking decision.
Mhm.
You know, of all that. So there's all that, you know, within the career, and then turning this certain age, you know, you also kind of give more zero fucks, and you're like, I'm just kind of keep doing what I'm doing. I feel like I'm in a good path, and you know, for so long you think that you got to hit a certain level, or you know, do a certain thing, whether it's get married or have kids, to have that tangible experience of, oh, I've really moved on. You know,
Right.
I know some buddies who are like, oh, I feel like that would be more tangible for
Mhm.
other people from what we've done. You
Right.
know,
Right.
but I'm trying to find that balance, and I feel like I'm not very pressured, which is wonderful.
It's beautiful, dude.
But yeah, all in all, I mean, yeah, going well, pretty swimmingly in a sense, which is scary to say. And maybe it's something for a long time, that just to have that work-life balance and to know that I'm going after that passion is, and it's okay to have a day off. It's okay to not write. It's okay to not go to stand-up comedy. It's okay to do fucking nothing. You know, for so long, I think we were pretty geared toward, oh, you know, fucking waking up early, or the sense of progress for the sense of progress, or change for the sake of change. Now it's okay to fucking do nothing.
Mhm.
And I think I've been slowly being able to, quote unquote, forgive myself for that.
Beautiful.
I don't know what your guys' experience on that is.
Well, I
I'll
just
let you
took
go, James.
today. I took today off. I didn't do anything.
Good.
So I felt okay about it, which is a first. But you know,
Yeah.
because you always get that lingering guilt of like, why am I not doing anything? Why am I not doing anything? It's like you're a mammal. You're allowed to lounge. You're allowed to be lazy for a day or two, whatever you need. You know, you're an apex predator. Just chill. Like,
Apex predator. Do you wake up and like look in the mirror and go, I am an apex predator?
I've never done that, but I should.
I'm gonna
start
do it
doing that
tomorrow
now.
morning. First
I'm gonna do
thing.
it tomorrow morning. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck Christ our
Right.
King. I'm gonna change it up a little bit.
put a fucking post-it on the mirror, you know, like fucking go American Psycho with it. Like put a fucking face mask on and fucking, I'm an apex predator.
You're
As you
fucking some
pull it
bitch, and
off.
you got on the mirror like the sign that says I'm an apex predator. She thinks
Yeah.
you're checking yourself out. You're like, no, I'm just reminding myself of some important things.
Yeah. Also, I wrote it on the mirror with some lipstick, so, so I'm super manly. I'm super alpha.
Sweet transvestite. That guy's voice is pure sex, isn't it? My God. What was I going to tell you, Stuart? Two things. Okay, so first of all, when I saw your short video, I was like, Stuart is so versatile as an actor. Like, you went from happiness to sadness, and like you had this blend of like sadness and anger at some point in it, which like was so intriguing to me. I was like, oh my God, like I was imagining you in some roles like that are very complex characters, and I was thinking like this guy could fucking pull that shit off, like, and it would be so like both. I think you could pull off a creepy role, dude. I think you could, and be like a scary character, and like,
Oh yeah.
oh, that'd be so interesting to me.
I love those, man.
Yes,
I love the non. I mean, I'm not going to be in a fucking Hallmark movie. Lord
right.
knows I wasn't given that DNA. But
Unless they're gonna spice up the Hallmark movies and make them a little,
right.
fucked up. Yeah.
Yeah. My love, yeah. You know, thank you, brother.
Absolutely, man.
That means a lot, man. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, dude, the versatility was amazing. And then the other thing was more of a question for both of y'all, because y'all seem to. I was talking to James at the beginning of this, where I was telling him like I was talking to a counselor at the dog park. He wasn't on the clock, but I guess I put him on the clock.
You're fucking. You're like, I want to get free counseling. Let's go to the same dog park. You fucker.
I'm an asshole. I could tell he's like, God damn it. Because I was like, I just started talking. Well, to be fair, he was kind of,
Did it work?
well, kind of, because I was like talking about how like I feel behind. I was telling him exactly that, like the 30-year-old feeling behind. And he was like, we should change your thoughts on that, you know, like you could also see it as like, well, you're everything that you've done has brought you to this point. And I was like, well, that's my problem, is I don't want to be at this point. Like, I want to be further ahead, motherfucker. And he was like, that'll be $35, you know.
If you want me to talk more, it's gonna be
Yeah.
35
Yeah,
bucks.
for like $35 for the 30 seconds that his dog took a shit.
High charging guy.
But what do you feel? I mean, I guess what do you feel behind on?
To be honest, dude, I think my standard of success is like being rich and famous, and like having like some love in my life, or something that feels constant and like fulfilling, but I think that I over idealize things, where I think that happiness consists, I mean, of course people that are rich and famous feel some level of happiness about those things, right? Like, but I don't think it's everything. I think those people have mental health issues too. So I try to keep that perspective too, where it's like, that's just part of it. And I don't know. And then the other part is like, I don't remember my train of thought anymore, but it was going to be good. It was going to be good. But
I'm all about it. I can still feel the angst.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was kind of, I try to remember that shit when I get all kind of, and then also love in your life is like, it creates as many problems as it solves too. So I try to remember that too. Like, and it's better to be with the right person than like, just because you're lonely being like, oh, let's just be together. So that's kind of the shit I try to remember.
Yeah, being with the right person rather than any person.
Yeah.
Oops.
But
Well, you shouldn't feel too inadequate. You know, it's okay to feel a little inadequate, but not too much.
Not too much. Yeah.
Because then there's always something to strive for. You know?
Yeah.
That's true. Give you that little push.
But considering where you were 12 years ago, 10 years ago, where you are now, I don't know. I think it's something to be proud of.
That's true, man.
10 years ago, we were like, time and eternity.
We were all in the spiritual pumpkin hill together.
Actually, Facebook reminded me of something. One of a post from like 2009. Will Jude commented it, or he posted on my wall, and he said, like, I told Goldcamp and Mitch Marcello that you left, and they were stunned. And I'm like, so that was like 12 years ago. So I just commented like they were stunned, like, because it was just so funny to me to read back and like, oh, they're both out now. Yeah, so that's great. Like, you know, it's just so funny.
And yeah,
time flies.
Goldcamp, I haven't heard his name in a while.
Same.
St. Louis, no?
I don't know where he is right now.
Or maybe he was from there.
He had like really nice curly hair, didn't he? That
he was from
curly hair.
Louisiana.
Blonde. Oh, that's right. He was with like the Whites and the LeCompts.
Yeah. And he I think he got Mitch Marcello. He was one of the few people who actually got a vocation prospect to come to ICAS.
When we all had to write our letters to vocation.
I definitely didn't get any success out of that. Yeah.
No, I wrote to my Jewish friend.
Did any of y'all get like a nah, I'm good back or anything? Because I don't think I got any response at all.
Actually. I never got any responses.
Yeah, maybe we probably did, but I don't even remember writing them. But maybe it'd be like, oh, we'll look back within your friends, try to recruit for us. It's like, I don't even know.
We could have just written to vocation prospects and just showed concern for them, and I think we would have gone a lot further if we had just been like, hey man, I hope you're doing really well, like I'm having a lot of fun in ICAS and was just thinking of you, you know, we're going skiing tomorrow. Maybe that would have worked a lot better, a little more manipulative, a little more you know.
Yeah.
Oh, the old ways are coming back.
Maybe we should send them some tips. Like, hey,
Yeah.
I want to get more vocations. I've had a few ideas since I
Yeah.
left.
Spencer
Only
becomes in.
only come for the parties, only come for the posadas, and you see
Yeah.
how happy we are.
Yeah, yeah.
Spencer's
I'm
the new
not gonna-
director of
I'm not gonna-
vocations.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about ordinary time, quote unquote.
Ordinary time.
Yeah.
Ordinary time blue.
I did,
Dude,
dude.
it
Oh.
fucking sucked dick, dude.
I hated that
It was
green
awful.
chasuble, man. It's too much.
Yeah. I was like, can we change this up? Like a
Yeah.
different shade of green at least?
Yes, yeah. Like the Green Knight. Just change it up. The pink was pretty cool. That was the gayest it got, which is pretty fun.
What was that? When was that? Advent?
So there
It
were
was only
two,
the
yeah,
third week of Advent, right?
third weekend,
Oh,
and
really?
then Easter or something. Third.
You would think you would think it would get a lot gayer with priests involved.
And we also did it on Maciel's birthday. No kid.
Yeah.
March 10th. It's greened in there.
Yeah, never leaves.
Just like a semen. Anyway.
Oh, got him.
Oh god.
March 10th. What a day.
And what was it,
Actually,
March?
yeah, I forgot that was his birthday.
What was his death day? April something?
No, January 30th.
Oh
okay.
Jesus, you know it.
Yeah, it was my
Was- was-
birthday.
Oh shit.
That's
What
why I-
was Maciel's sign? If he was born March 10th, is that Cancer? Is that
Crazy, hopefully.
Scorpio? I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, what was it? Was it 1920? No. Was it?
It could have been Year of the
March
Rat.
10 zodiac is Pisces.
Pisces.
They know how to draw the spotlight and usually manage to keep it on themselves for as long as they choose. Yeah, sounds about fucking right.
It was written in the stars, man. It was written in the stars.
In time and eternity. Mostly just eternity.
Yeah.
Maciel, man.
Rest in piss.
He probably did. He probably did like a golden shower.
He probably did. That little pedo.
Oh, Stuart, I don't know if you've seen my mug.
Oh my, wait, I just see the Maciel.
It's a Maciel.
Wait, did you? Holy shit, that's great. It
Google
says,
recommended it to me.
all your listeners, it's a Maciel thing. That's fucking
that should be our only merch. That's the only merch we need
Yeah,
right
we should
there.
sell this.
T-shirts.
Wait, you got that customized? You
No, this was
Mhm.
automatically
already ready
suggested.
for us? Was that on the Regnum Christi website?
No, it was on Google. I ordered a few books about Maciel, and then Google was like, "You might be interested in this," and it showed me this mug, and I'm like, "How'd you know? I'm very interested."
Really? Are
It
you
was I'm-
fucking serious?
No, I'm kidding. I'm not. I'm being completely sincere. It has words like
It
loving,
recommended that to you.
proud, awesome, supportive, cool, happy, protective, fun, caring.
Definitely a
It's
Maciel
a,
thing.
it's a Maciel thing.
Maciel thing.
I
Oh
don't
my
know
god.
who I don't know who made it. I don't know how it was made. I guess there's a Maciel family that made a mug. I don't know.
Maybe they were actually like the good Maciels that he
Mhm.
wasn't. a
Yeah,
fan
like
of.
maybe you sent money to people who are like trying to,
Improve the name.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it could have been like their family reunion thing, and then you
Yeah.
like gave money to like a small business, which is awesome.
Yeah,
Super cool. Super cool.
yeah. I gotta find that mug again. I'll buy some more and start selling it as our merch.
Yes. Rebranded a little bit and we're good. Yeah.
I almost now want to get like a blank T-shirt with the book name of Time and Eternity, but like the actual like the blue book Time and Eternity on it.
Yeah, it was pretty plain, wasn't it? Like it was
It was
plain,
awesome.
very plain.
'Cause I don't even like that, and like even like the fucking what is it? The fucking etiquette and social formation. I don't know
Yeah.
if they used. I don't know if they would even use that anymore
Yeah.
because it was
shouldn't.
written by the devil's dick.
Yeah.
That was like a green book, the etiquette book,
It was a
right?
green book. Yeah, the
Yeah.
green book.
Very thin, small, but
Fit
had
it
a lot of
easily in your
content.
ass.
Had a lot of content.
Yeah.
They sure know how
Like,
to.
they probably stole it from like the fucking Queen's fucking etiquette.
Yeah, probably.
It's like I felt
Well-
like when we were going through that, I could eat with the Queen. Like they were like, you could eat with anybody.
That's what that was their punchline. Yeah.
That's what they said, but then I don't know if that's true. I don't know if like I don't know whose norms of etiquette that would like. I don't know. Just I heard some stuff about etiquette from other people, and I'm like, this doesn't
Yeah.
sound like legionary etiquette. Like,
Right.
sounds like we'd
No,
be
there
out
was
of place.
definitely etiquette rules that we never learned for different countries. Like
Yeah.
Asian countries, I don't think we learned a rule of etiquette to.
Oh,
I'm still not good with chopsticks. I mean, we never even really like dabbled much. Well, okay, we had the Koreans, but they didn't really have a ton of influence there on like food, right? All the time.
No, they. I mean,
Sometimes they did.
I learned some etiquette from them
Okay.
about like Korean etiquette, but
Yeah.
it's kind of different.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It makes sense. Stu, where can we find your short? Is it on YouTube?
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
I shared it on Facebook.
It would be a Shadows short film by Stuart Mast.
Okay, so that's
Yeah,
where
so-
everyone can.
Yeah, so that's where everyone. Let me. This is my thing. I'm going on my my tour ride here.
Yeah, and where can they find you, Stuart?
Yeah, you can find me at Shadows. Yeah, Shadows short film by Stuart Mask. I think there's other obviously short films called Shadows, but Shadows Stuart Mask short film. You can do the thing. I'd love for all of you to watch it. It's super close to my heart. Doing well in festivals, blah blah blah. No, thank you, Jimmy Fallon.
Love Jimmy
Okay.
Fallon.
On that note, this has been Cucks for Christ.